is what it is.
It is what it is. Alrighty.
Welcome back.
Welcome to the Vancouver Real Estate blog.
I'm Wilfred.
And I'm Amera, and today we are talking about the home selling process. So we're going to go through some of the things that we would share with you in a listing appointment, and hopefully answer a few questions that maybe you have regarding selling your home. As always, like and follow, comment below if you have questions along the way.
Yeah, and hopefully you had a great Boxing. Is it Boxing Day or Black Friday? Yeah, hopefully you didn't spend too much of your money.
Or hopefully you did. Maybe you got some good deals.
If you have some good deals. And yeah, we have exciting holiday season coming. And so today we're going to talk about the home selling process, like Amera mentioned. And what's the first step, Amera?
So the first step in the home selling process is to interview agents to sell your home. So in that, we're going to basically meet with you. We're going to hear about why you're looking to sell and ask you to tell us a little bit about your home, about what you love about your home, or if it's an investment, about the benefits of that unit. And then from there, we're also going to share a little bit with you about how we can help market your home. We're going to share some of our experience with you and just sort of set you up and help you get ready for this big step. Buying and selling is one of the biggest things that people do financially in their lives.
Yep.
And thankfully we've done it a time or two, so we can give you a little bit of experience and advice on that. Connect you with other professionals. Let's say you need to get your home professionally cleaned or staged or whatever it may be. We're going to just help you get on that right track and talk about what you can expect from us along that journey. After that, we're going to sign a few pieces of paper, basically.
Yes. So there's a few documents involved in the listing agreement. If you haven't sold a property before, it can seem like a lot of paperwork. Obviously, if you purchase a property, then you know how much there is. And the listing size is a bit similar, but the documents will just be different. And that being said, there is, after that, once we, let's say, you find the right realtor for you, and then someone comes in to do a professional consultation, find you the right terms and agreement and the price, which is, of course, very important. Then we can sign and put it on black and white. And then the first step would be
So the third step is going to be to prepare for showings and for marketing your home. So generally I recommend to people a few really basic things. It's going to be a fresh coat of paint, and obviously this just depends on where your home's at right now. Fresh coat of paint, typically just something light and bright. It's going to allow buyers to come in and feel like there's a little bit more space and really start to envision the home that they could make in it. And then also just patching up, doing any little projects. I'd say anything that takes 30 minutes or less, just go do it. Don't go spending thousands of dollars replacing, your fridge, your stove, your washer, dryer. That kind of stuff isn't necessary. But going and doing the little things really makes a big difference and really helps with those first impressions.
Yeah, and making it as brand new as possible, so that like the next person or the potential buyers can feel like, oh, this is somewhere where I can feel myself living in.
Well, and I think like the last thing that I just wanted to quickly add is decluttering as well.
Yes, that too.
We say decluttering and depersonalizing.
Exactly, yes.
Do you want to maybe explain what depersonalizing? Because some people think this sounds really harsh. I did first when I heard this term coming into real estate.
So basically, depersonalizing is making your home as neutral as possible. For example, if I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I have Star Wars collections everywhere and posters of Star Wars everywhere, it might seem like not the most attractive thing for the general public. Actually, maybe Star Wars, but let's say if it was something else, it could be anything. It could be dolls or something that is very personal and unique to you. And it's not necessarily what will appeal to the general public. And as Amera mentioned, depersonalizing your home will just make it seem like just neutral and and as appealing to the general public as possible.
Okay, so now I'm really curious, what does your home look like? Because you mentioned like Star Wars, action figures, dolls.
Mine
Is this something
looks
that
like
we'd see?
there's Pokemon a lot.
Okay.
So definitely not something that appealing to the general public. But yeah, that's something that my partner and I we love to do. But yeah, Pokemon will be one.
That's actually so fun.
It reminds me of like, you know, my childhood, and it's very, very that, and then also sports. There's a lot of sports equipment around.
Okay.
And what about you, Amera?
Oh, mine's pretty classic. I have a little bit of like yoga stuff, a bunch of plants.
Hey, that's pretty Vancouver, you know.
Yeah, I may not have been born here, but I've spent the past 6 years here and I love it. So it definitely reflects that I was meant to be here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. You probably don't need to depersonalize your home.
I mean, yeah, some things could stay, but there's still a few things I'd probably move around. Okay, so the next step here is...
So the next step after that would be to booking showings and showing your home to prospective buyers. How we do that is either through open house or private appointments. So we can do that through our Realtor app, and then we can coordinate showings and open houses with you, and depending on what works best with your schedule. So that part is very, very flexible and open. And obviously we want to make sure that we're as flexible as possible so that we can accommodate potential buyers.
Awesome. And then once we have those buyers come through, the idea is, you know, we've priced right, we've shown the home well, we've marketed for you. So now we're going to get some offers coming in. And this is, you know, I think where people really do appreciate having an agent in their corner and having that experience. And this is where I feel like I offer, you know, the most value. You know, you could in theory go market your home, but do you have that experience negotiating? And so along with that, we're going to be handling the offers. We're going to come to you, we're going to share them with you. And, you know, hopefully we know you a little bit by then to be able to kind of have a bit of an idea as to how you'd like to respond, but we're going to ask you and we're going to talk to you and we're going to advise you from there. And then we're going to negotiate, which is where all the fun happens, and, you know, get you the best deal and kind of like Suits, you know, go in, tie up and come out like a boss.
Exactly. So hopefully after the showings, the open house, or whenever the buyers send the offers, if it's a multiple offers, that's a different story. But let's say if it's we receive an offer, then of course we go back and forth and see two main things: the price, obviously, and also the completion or possession date. And those are typically the two big things that is negotiated on. Of course, there's terms and condition, which we're not gonna go through in this video because that's a longer form. But yeah, those are some of the key things that would be in the negotiation. And then after that, let's say...
Do this one together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sold! So your home is sold now, and congratulations. You can take a breath. But we're going to get into the next step, which is basically preparing you to make that transition out from your home. What are they going to do next?
What we're going to do next is find a lawyer or notary, and through them, they will be able to coordinate a time, a place to sign all the documents, and typically that's like 1 or 2 weeks before completion. And you can find like, that's when they would transfer everything, like from the money to the title and everything in between, because there's also something called the statement of adjustments, which is basically balances all the money and like make sure that the right funds goes to the right place, which is obviously in your pocket as a seller. Amazing.
So then you're going to have the last 2 steps here. So step number 9 is going to be the preparation for moving. So it's going to be, you know, boxing everything up if it's your own personal home. You're going to be canceling the utilities. You're going to be making sure that you're changing your phone line if you still use, one that's connected into the home. You're going to be changing your cable. You're going to be, canceling your Wi-Fi. You don't want to leave all that for the new buyers. You're going to take that with you or cancel that and transfer the addresses there. Mailing addresses are a big one.
Yeah, that's a big one.
There's a lot of little things, so we're happy to provide you with a bit of a list just to help yourself get organized. It can be really overwhelming. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, in case you're waiting for a check to come in the mail, that's probably the biggest thing.
Yeah, exactly. So just, doing whatever we can to help you. At the end of the day, we're not just here to help you make a sale. We're here to help you, post-sale. I call it post-sale care, showing up for our clients. And so last up here is going to be
completion, adjustments, and possession date, which basically is like the final key steps. We already talked about the lawyers. So when completion day comes, then that's when everything transfers over. Like I mentioned before, and possession date is when we give the keys to the new buyers. And then that's it. You are pretty much set up, and hopefully by that time you've either find a place, or if you're moving out of town or out of the country, then you don't necessarily need to be there physically. We can handle the keys, we can pass it to the new buyers. So regardless, we'll make it work.
Yeah, and that's something we'll talk to you about as well when we do the initial consultation. Is we'll find out, do you need help in purchasing a home before you sell? Is that something you want to do along the way? Just to make sure you're fully set up. And then, like I said, it's all about client care for us. So after your sale, if you're working with a good realtor, they're going to make sure that you're still taken care of. So for me, I've followed up with people on, buzzer codes. I am going to ask for your contact information for sending you a Christmas card.
That's nice.
Let you know I'm still thinking about you, and that I really appreciate the opportunity to work with you. So is there anything else you want to add?
I think that's pretty much it, because there's so much that we can go into details.
Yeah.
But the most important things is the 10 steps, and we also have our video on the home buying process, which you can check it out, because then you'll know both how to sell and how to buy. And then if you have any specific questions, we're happy to help.
Okay, my last question for you, which wasn't on our list, so you can be unprepared.
Right.
What did you buy during Black Friday? I want to know, what was your special deal? Like, what was the best deal that you got?
Wow, yeah, putting me on the spot. I got a MacBook Pro.
Okay,
Yeah, so that was my purchase. It was a great deal. What about you? What did you get?
I didn't buy anything this year.
That's good. I usually don't. It's just because we needed it for video editing.
Yeah, no, that's smart. Normally, to be honest, I try to, tie my hands up during that time and not purchase anything, but I might take a little look later because they still have some deals going on.
Yeah, today's Cyber Monday, so no, I usually don't buy on Black Fridays, to be completely fair, and because when I need something, I usually buy it. That's how I roll. But there are some great deals.
Yeah, okay, online. Comment below what you guys bought. We want to hear, because I have some FOMO from not getting anything during this. I hope you guys got some good deals, and I hope you guys got some good information out of this video. Please comment below, again, your Black Friday deal and any questions you may have. So
amazing.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it for today.
Okay,
thanks,
guys.
for your time, and see you on the next one.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.